Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Office Lovers. We are on Haruyuki Otori's route, the CEO of our company and our boss, and he has decided to make us his personal secretary for this special venture for some reason. Well, because he likes us, of course, and he wants us to be close to him. So we're on chapter 3 with him, Shining Potential. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Despite what had happened, the night came to an end and the sun rose as usual. I feel terrible. I hadn't been able to get a wink of sleep with the events of last night on my mind. Better get to work. There was no use brooding over it. I had to go to work regardless. I dragged myself out of my home, my feet feeling weighed down like boat anchors. What in the world was he thinking? I couldn't believe how he kissed me like that, as if it was nothing, and then strolled out of the office. More so, I couldn't believe why he did it in the first place. There was so much on my mind that I felt sick.
Look who it is.
I stopped in my tracks to see Mr. Otori in a car, waving to me out the window. Just who I wanted to see. I completely ignored him and kept walking. That's the way to deal with him.
Huh? Dirili, wait. Driver, pull over.
The car pulled ahead to an alley where Mr. Otori got out.
I'll walk from here. Go ahead without me.
After the car drove off, he turned to face me.
Good morning.
I shall reply. Good morning. It wouldn't be polite to ignore your boss.
Thank God. I was worried you might actually not respond. What's wrong? Aren't you being a little unfair?
I have good reason to.
Really? What? Don't tell me you've got low blood pressure.
Oh God, don't pretend you don't know what's going on.
How many times is that now? If you keep sighing like that, you'll never be happy. Yes?
You're going to tell me why you kissed me, right now.
Oh, you mean that thing yesterday?
It's not a thing. This is a big deal to me.
I'm sorry, that's not what I meant. So, you're mad at me because I kissed you?
Yes.
I see.
Why did you do it?
I already told you, because I'm interested in you.
Who kisses people they're just interested in?
It's my unique form of affection.
Do you just go and kiss all the girls you're interested in?
I wonder. I would if it was you.
That's not what I want to hear. If it was me.
Would you like to try it again?
His hand reached toward me and stroked my cheek. Cut it out! I jumped away, putting some distance between us.
Don't worry. I won't kiss you with so many people around.
Don't, not even when there's no one around.
Do you hate me?
His expression changed from all smiles to serious in an instant. Oh, that's me, and I have to say I hate you. Oh, tough love. I hate you.
Wow, I didn't think your answer would be so brutal.
I respect you, but I don't have to like you much.
Great, there's still hope.
What?
You don't totally hate me, so there's still a chance to fix it. By the way, I like you a lot.
Yeah, I noticed. Huh? His words made my heart tremble in my chest.
I really like watching you.
Was that what he meant by like?
Anyway, don't let your guard down around me. If you do, I'm likely to kiss you again.
I'll be careful. Real careful. Even if I got mad at him, it probably wouldn't change anything. I wasn't particularly mad about it anyway. It would be better to just forget about all this. I'll try to stay away from you as much as possible.
What? Why?
You're the one who told me to be careful.
I know, but still.
I'm going ahead. Goodbye.
Wait, we're going the same way anyhow. We might as well walk together.
No, it'll just cause more rumors.
Let them say whatever they want. I don't care.
Even if you don't, I do. I'm the one that's going to have to be harassed.
What's the matter anyhow? You're my secretary. It's normal for us to be together.
I doubted it was normal for them to walk together to work, though.
Come on, hurry up. It'll be worse if we come to work together and late.
I see your point. We briskly walked, lined up side by side. It was almost as if...
It's like we're a couple. Exciting, isn't it?
What?
What's with that reaction? Did I say something wrong?
Forget it, and we're not a couple.
Maybe it would be better if we held hands or something.
When I noticed his hand coming toward me, I stepped further away from him. Don't get any ideas. Haven't you heard anything I said?
You are angry too much. You'll get wrinkles if you keep it up.
Whose fault do you think that is? The whole way, he continued pestering, and I quickly exhausted myself avoiding him. That's his technique, to wear me down until I finally just give in. By the time we arrived at work, I could barely stumble through the doors. How am I going to get through a whole day like this? The killing blow was all the stares we got for coming to work together. We ignored all the whispering and paved our way to his office.
Oh my, they saw us.
You think? He wore a smile on his face without a care in the world. This isn't funny at all.
We can just say we met this morning by coincidence. It's not a big deal.
That is, if they believe it. Somehow, I didn't think everyone would play along with our story.
So, what's on my schedule for today?
Right, just a moment. As quick as that, I switched gears and went into secretary mode. I wished by some miracle I wouldn't have to go back into that office. Unfortunately, there was no outing schedule, so I later found myself reluctantly walking into it. What was waiting for me in the office was a frenzy of curious coworkers. Hey, is it true you came to work with Mr. Otori this morning? Yeah, I did. Well, lucky you. Did you spend the night with him? Not a chance. I just met him on the way here. Really? He always comes by car. Why would he come with you on foot? I don't know. He just got out of his car to walk with you? I guess so. Whoa, it's true then, that the two of you are dating. No, we're not. I'm just a secretary, that's it. I'm not convinced. I'm telling the truth, okay? But he really is handsome, you know. Are you telling me you're not attracted to him one bit? Of course not. That's a shame. You spend so much time together, too. It sounds like they're encouraging, though. They're not harassing me. If I were you, I'd be all over him. Me too. I wondered how one man could be so popular.
I need to have a word with you.
What is it?
Let's talk over here.
Okay. I followed Mr. Kaido to an area without prying ears, or so you hope. What can I do for you?
I thought we talked earlier about this.
About what?
Do you remember what I told you?
No, sorry.
You aren't suited for this company.
Oh. It suddenly came back to me.
I thought you would try to change, but you haven't in the least.
What do you mean? I tried to spend more time on my makeup.
Which tells me your best isn't good enough. You've got to do something about your appearance. You're going places with our CEO more and more now. People see him, they see you, at least try to look the part.
I was unable to find the words to defend myself.
That's all I wanted to say. Bye.
I watched him walk away in a stunned silence. I used to say I didn't have time for makeup and that was my excuse. But now, I wasn't in a position where that excuse was good enough. He was right. People saw me. I had to do something about my appearance. Later in the afternoon, I was in Mr. Otori's office, sorting papers. What Mr. Kaido had said to me still weighed heavily on my mind. Even though I knew what he said was true, it still hurt to be told that.
What's wrong?
Huh?
You looked down. Did something happen?
No, I'm fine.
Without
saying a word, he stood up and walked towards me. What? I reflexively moved away from him.
You don't have to run away. I'm not going to do anything.
I don't trust you. But, let's see. I have to say I trust him. Fine. It's okay. Whatever you have in store, I'll deal with it. Fine. I tried to put a little faith in him.
So, what happened?
I already told you. Nothing.
Do you honestly think you can lie to me?
I didn't want to admit it, but he was probably right.
Tell me what happened.
Okay. I told him about my conversation with Mr. Kaido.
I see. So Kaido said that to you.
He stared deep into my eyes. I jumped to put some space in between us.
I understand what he's trying to get at.
It seemed Mr. Otori thought the same thing too.
Well, you've at least improved a little.
You want to hire some stylists to help me out? Have I?
But that's just looking at the surface, and not what's inside of you.
What do you mean by that?
That inside, you're cute and adorable.
Before I knew it, he was sitting right next to me.
It's a shame that no one can see that part of you.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, but...
Does it make you like me more?
Sorry, but no.
So harsh, and I try so hard to console you.
I don't need it. Besides, what he said was true anyhow.
Even if it's true, I'm sure it wasn't the easiest thing to hear.
I know that.
Would you like a hug?
He never gives up! I'm quite alright.
Don't be shy. I'll give you as many as you want.
He opened his arms, waiting for me to flinch or jump away. He's blushing already.
Say something.
It's easier to just ignore you.
No fair. Well, if you're this spunky, you must be fine.
His worry was replaced with a big smile. As awkward as it was, he had been trying his best to cheer me up.
Well, see what a good person I am.
You just ruined it by saying that.
No, I'm a moron. How could I make such a stupid mistake?
Oh, that's a really cute face, too. It was so hard to tell when he was serious or joking with this man. I sighed yet again and started thinking about my appearance. There had to be something I could do to get Mr. Kaido and Mr. Otori off my back. The next day, I spent a whole lot of time reading magazines and working on my makeup. I was so frustrated to be told what I had yesterday, and I had to do something. That's why I decided to come to work the next day as a new person. I wonder if I went too far. I hope people don't think I look silly. What happened to you? Huh? You are so adorable. You changed your makeup? Yeah, I tried something new today. You look so much better than usual. Did you change it because you have to accompany the CEO around? Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure he'll be blown away. Hurry up and show him. I work with him later. He'll see me then. Who would have thought people's reaction would change so much? I guess makeup deserved more credit than I had given it. Well, you do work with it. You'd think you would give it more credit since you actually work with it. Later, I headed to the meeting room to meet with Mr. Otori. I wonder if he'll yell at me for being late. No, I think he'll be stunned by my beauty.
Sorry I'm late.
Mr. Otori apologized as he hurried in behind me.
Huh?
When he caught sight of my face, he looked dumbfounded. Do you have anything to say?
It happened.
What did?
It finally happened. I didn't know you were such a bold lady.
What are you talking about?
I get it now. I understand your feelings. I really do.
I think you've gone wrong somewhere.
You don't have to say anything. I'm so happy that you're trying to seduce me finally.
He thinks the makeup is a seduction. After the conversation we had yesterday, did you totally forget that?
I'm so happy I could cry.
His face wore a stupidly huge smile as he spoke his nonsense.
Dirili.
He held my cheek in the palm of his hand and stared at my face. With his face so close to mine, my heart started to pound faster and faster.
Don't move. I want to engrave this moment into my heart.
Then when he stared at me so intently, I couldn't help but look away.
No good. I can't see you like that.
He tilted my chin towards him and studied my face. If this went on, Mr. Otori would surely kiss me or something again. We looked at each other in silence. I was captivated by his gaze and couldn't look away.
I knew it. Now it's better than I ever imagined. How did you ever hide such beauty?
Huh?
I can't wait to see what else there is.
He brought back his hands and sat down. I could finally start to relax. All my muscles had been tensed up, waiting to evade his likely kisses.
Let's go through this quick.
Okay.
The faster work is out of the way, the more time I have to look at you.
I'd rather you don't look at me.
But what a shame it is. I'd have to love to see you before anyone else.
I don't understand that saying. I'd have to like that too, although that sentence doesn't make any sense.
Really?
Of course. That's a total lie.
How cruel. I thought you were serious there.
Oh, that was mean. You're always teasing me. I thought I would get some revenge for once.
Anyway, you've changed, and that's all that matters. It's wonderful.
Stop that. It's embarrassing.
Don't be. You should be proud of yourself.
Thanks. It really felt good to be complimented by someone, no matter who it was, even if it's him.
Excuse me.
A knock resounded on the door before Mr. Kaido appeared. Well, what do you think, Mr. Kaido?
Hello, Kaido. What do you need? I would like to talk to you about the project, but...
His eyes were fixated on me when he cut his words short.
Sorry. Continue.
I wondered why he was acting so strange. It happened. He fell in love.
Sorry for interrupting your meeting. It's about the project. A sample product for nails has been finalized. Great. May I see it?
The two men spoke for a while, talking about the new nail sample. After a plan for going forward was created, Mr. Kaido gave his status report.
We need to have a differentiating factor between our product and our competitors. That's why I feel it's necessary for us to change the way we're doing our advertisements. That is a valid point. Do you have any ideas? Perhaps modeling it on the commercials and the internet would be a good idea. A very standard approach. I think what we need to do is raise awareness by getting our products seen. We need something with impact, though.
Advertising with a model was an effective strategy, which explains why it's so common.
It's too early to decide on this plan for sure, though.
Shall I contact the advertising department and have them give us the info we need?
Please do, but our concept and image is to remain the same as always. The nail polish needs to be redesigned to be cuter. Can you put in glitter, or do something to make it appeal more to women? Of course, I'll look over the data again and rethink the design. Great. Is it safe to say we're done here then? Yes, thank you. I appreciate your feedback and time as always. If it means making a successful product, time is no issue for me. Thank you. Excuse me.
I'll be heading back too.
All right. I'm going to my office as well.
The three of us poured out of the meeting room, going our separate ways.
You changed, and changed big.
After Mr. Otori split off, Mr. Kaido started staring at me. Oh, don't fall in love with me yet. It's not your turn yet. I wanted to do you next, but people asked for Mr. Otori more. I love you, Kaido. Please wait for me.
Looks like you turned serious. It honestly surprised me when I saw you.
I wondered if I should take that as a compliment or not.
The important thing is to keep it up. Don't go back to your old ways, okay?
Thanks for the warning. Okay, I'll try not to. Sensing there was someone watching me, I turned back to see Mr. Otori standing there.
What?
No, it's just, I thought Mr. Otori was watching us. When I looked again, he was nowhere to be found.
I don't see anybody. It's just your imagination.
Maybe. I wasn't so sure what happened, but I returned to my desk and sat down anyway. In the afternoon, I headed to Mr. Otori's office to go over the schedule for tomorrow. Mr. Hyoga, what was he doing here? I noticed Mr. Hyoga inside when I was walking toward the office. I wonder if he came to talk about the project. If that was the case, I wanted to hear what he had to say as well. Thinking as such, I headed into the office, but stopped in my tracks when Mr. Hyoga yelled.
What the hell were you thinking?
Huh? The sudden outburst scared me. I stood in the middle of the doorway, dumbfounded.
Don't yell so loud. You're going to scare her. Her?
He turned around, revealing an angered face, such that I had never seen. Did I come at a bad time?
No. Mr. Hyoga, I'm not planning anything like you imagine. Then why? Because they are exceptional. Do I need another reason?
Though Mr. Hyoga looked furious, Mr. Otori was smiling as usual.
I did not put forth my recommendation so that you could abuse it like this. In terms of progress, I see no fault with the skill and people that we have at hand.
I felt completely lost in the conversation. Was Mr. Hyoga talking about some sort of potential employee or something?
I understand. If you insist, I have no choice but to watch how things play out.
He gave Mr. Otori a quick bow before exiting the office.
Sorry about that. It went a little rough.
I won't ask about it. He'll tell me when he's ready, if he wants to. About tomorrow's schedule.
So, you aren't curious about why Mr. Hyoga was so angry?
I am, but thought it would be better not to ask. Trying not to be nosy here.
If you really want to know, I'll tell you.
Don't bother. So, I want to go over the schedule for tomorrow.
Fine, go ahead.
That's all to it. I thought he would tell me anyway. After confirming tomorrow's schedule, I went to find Mr. Hyoga to ask about it. Why am I asking him? That would just be bothering him. He'd probably get mad. However, I guess he had already left for the day since I couldn't find him. I wonder why he got so angry. The thought hung over me the whole day, leaving a bad feeling in my gut. Well, hopefully we'll find out what exactly they were arguing about in the next episode. I have a feeling it has something to do with me. Mr. Hyoga doesn't, I don't know, maybe he found out some further plans that Mr. Otori has for me and doesn't like it. Well, we'll find out in Chapter 4. Hope to see you there or in some of my other videos. And I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.